What's up guys? In this video I'm going to show you the best base command deck. So if you go over here to base command decks, you can change them. I have it set as custom deck 1 and I'm using the survivalist trait. This gives all of your infantry units the behemoth perk, which is very useful because it makes them get more and more powerful each turn. Now the actual deck. So I have bombardment. This one, it selects a coordinate and deals 2 damage to every unit in that coordinate, so it gets rid of all the walker's perks or whatever you're fighting, kind of takes them down and it automatically hits. This blaster cannon deals 1 damage randomly to each unit for every star card played. So the useful thing about that is 1 random enemy for each card played while holding this card in your hand. So if you keep this card in your hand and play a bunch of units, play a bunch of star cards, keep going, it could easily get to 10-20 damage and just like randomly deals to a unit. But if you have like only 1 hero unit left against you or something, this will take care of that. The bowcaster is great because it gives your infantry cards 2 attacks and 3 firepower. Upgraded. Not upgraded, it gives 1 attack and 2 firepower, which is still pretty good, but upgraded star cards are always better. Now, card refresh. This one lets you replace your entire hand. So that's pretty useful, especially if you have a hand that's really bad and you can't really use anything that turn. Like you have a bunch of units in sector 1 or sector 2 and you only have like X-wings, so then you can get better cards. Or if you ran out of cards and you still have units to take care of, that's one thing you can use. The barrage, this is an under infantry boost, so this gives them heavy weapons and 3 attacks, which basically makes them heavy weapons perk makes them automatically hit the first hit, so it really can make your unit powerful enough to take down a walker. This defection, I have 1 of these. By the way, I have 1 of each card in my deck, and this one will make a target an enemy. You can read it, but basically, so if you have 2 units in 1 coordinate, especially if you have like 2 heroes or something, they'll attack each other, which is great. Han Solo, that's kind of an obvious choice, but he's good, obviously. He has perks like Fury, and he's powerful, so he can beat a lot of units. Also, you can redraw the Millennium Falcon, which is in this deck too, if Han Solo wins in battle. So what I recommend is play the Millennium Falcon. That wins in battle, that can draw you a star card, which may be Han Solo, and then you play Han Solo, and then you get the Millennium Falcon back. And if you have Chewbacca, then you can play that and get Han Solo back and then get the Millennium Falcon back again. So, I don't have Chewbacca though, but that would be a good hero. This just gives 5 damage to a unit, so it's really nice because it could essentially defeat a unit. Ion Blast, very useful. All non-hero units in range 1 to 2, so right up close to your base, take 1 damage and lose all their perks. So if you have like Behemoth perk units or protected or this or that, they still take the damage and they lose their perks. Maybe the protected one, they don't lose that perk because that just protects them from 1 hit, so they might not lose that. Ion Torpedo, this is another unit infantry boost, gives them ion weapons and 2 firepower, which is pretty useful because the ion weapons perk is nice to have. Princess Leia, she's powerful and she can take down other heroes and villains, which is good. Luke, very good once again. A hero, you could interchange Princess Leia, I suppose, with Chewbacca, or if you wanted to, or Luke. But Luke is good because of Darth Vader. He usually defeats Darth Vader, so that's nice. And he actually has the Behemoth perk, so he gets very powerful each turn. The Millennium Falcon, I've already discussed why this is important, but it has the first strike pack, and it lets you draw a star card when it's played. So that's pretty useful, and Han Solo can get it back. Orbital Strike, this is basically a powered up bombardment. All units in a sector take 5 damage, so that's really good. Bombardment might be if some of them are protected and you don't want to waste 5 damage, only like a 2, or they have shields. Then Personal Shield, this gives your infantry unit 3 shield, so they can actually withstand some hits, because the Behemoth perk and all those unit perks that I had up at the top, those will be great, but if they take like a damage from like a walker or something, they could be dead in like 1 turn or 1 hit. Now the next one is Power Distribution. This is a vehicle boost, so you can either give your vehicle 2 firepower, 3 shields, or the ion weapons perk. So I alternate between that. Sometimes I give him shields, but rarely. I usually choose firepower or ion weapons because I have an X-Wing shield in here anyway. The proton torpedoes give the X-Wing a heavy weapons perk, which makes them automatically use all their attacks. Like, not all their attacks, but all their firepower hits the first unit on the first move. So that's pretty good. Reinforcements, this lets you redraw all of your unit cards, so you get a bunch of new units, especially if you use them up or you can't use them this turn. It's similar to the card refresh, but I use them both because that's usually how most missions win. Oops. And here, so then trap, I just put this on my base as soon as I get it, because that will mean that protects the base in case the shields go down, because a unit hits it and it'll defeat them, but you won't take damage. And also it's a star card slot, so you can instantly use it no matter what, so you can draw a new star card next turn. Smart rocket, this is an infantry boost, and it gives them heavy weapons and 3 firepower, so that's really cool because then your unit can basically once again take down a walker. It's similar to the barrage, but that one gives, I think, attacks, and this one gives firepower. Squad shield lets you rebuild all your base shields and supercharge them, so that means nobody can go through no matter what, basically. Thermal imploder immediately defeats any unit, so even a hero, so you can just throw thermal imploder at Darth Vader, instantly gone, regardless of what perks they have. Finally, the thermal detonator, all units in one coordinate take 4 damage, so if you have 2 units next to each other or something, you can put it there and then they'll take 4 damage. The X-Wing shield, I already talked about this. This just gives the X-Wing 1 shield so they can withstand the hit, one more hit. Even if it's like -5 hit, it'll still only take 1 damage from the shield, so the shield will disappear. Alright, so that's my base command deck and the one I recommend for most missions. I use it in 2 of my videos. And actually, one thing I forgot to mention, you can like replace one of the heroes maybe with a tow cable for the little speeder bike, or what do you call it? You can replace it with this tow cable for the air speeder. You can replace one card, like maybe a hero or 1 infantry boost or something like that. But in general, I keep this. If there are no walkers in the game, I just keep this. If there's a walker in the game, then I throw that in instead of maybe the trap or a hero card here or there. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe for more videos and walkthroughs and how-tos, tutorials, guides. Thanks for watching.